Okay, so some guys asked about what I did with the EGR cooler bypass for the water pipes. Now, I'm no mechanic, but we'll give this a go. Alright, so the water comes out of here normally, out of the heater core, and goes down into the EGR valve, which is down under, behind the back of the motor. That hose there is the original EGR hose. So that's just floating at the moment, just cable tied. But I've got it kinked over because I didn't want any exhaust gases coming out. Water went in, don't want gases coming out. So this hose here now goes across the back of the motor. I'll come across here. I'm doing this in the dark, so it's got the torch. And let me get the hose down, the light down here. Alright, so that's the same hose that comes out of the heater core. That comes down and goes into, down here. That's here, that's the EGR valve, that guy there, and that goes into the housing here. The original hose is, if I can get the camera down there, that's the original hose down there. That one did go onto where this hose goes here. Oh, that one there. So, and the normal water line still comes out down there. Oh, my hand down there in the camera, down there, and that goes down to the oil cooler down the bottom, or whatever they call it down there, but it goes down there. Yeah, so, and then there's a blanking plate at the back of the EGR cooler to stop the exhaust gases coming back this way. Because basically what we found is when we took off the pipe here, when you put your foot down on the accelerator, well, the engine was stationed in neutral, then when you took your foot off the pedal, basically there was a waterfall coming up through the EGR pipe here and dumping straight into the intake, and it just flushed the entire motor. Took all of the goo and everything all out of the intake manifold, so that was a bonus. I didn't have to clean it afterwards. Yeah, but that was getting rid of the EGR cooler. I do want to put the blanking plate on the exhaust manifold side. That's over here. To get to the exhaust manifold one, it is a pain in the butt. We did give it a go. You do have to undo or loosen the bolts on the exhaust manifold so you've got a bit of playroom. And there's 3 bolts right back down there that the exhaust manifold connects over to the EGR cooler. There is 2 metal plates that sort of wrap around the exhaust manifold and the actual cooler itself. We tried to take the 3 bolts out and pull those plates out of there, but there's just no way to do it, and it took us literally hours to get those 3 bolts back in because of everything moving around. So that's why I haven't bothered to try and do it again. I would suggest the way I'll be thinking of it is undo the top nut, put the plate in, put the bolt back in loosely, and then get the next bottom 2 nuts off and then roll it in and then do them up. I haven't tried it. I haven't got the plate yet, which is why I've got these hoses clamped over and zip tied up, just because, yeah, didn't want the smell of the exhaust gases coming into the engine bay and probably getting into the cabin. So, yeah, as I said, I'm no mechanic. Things are probably rough as guts. So try not to crucify me too bad. If you got any questions, give us a yell. Cheers.